I'm Gina Mizell here with Connor Letourneau. We are at Research Stadium where on Saturday, Oregon State lost its fourth consecutive game, 39-32, this time to Washington State, a game that we all thought the Beavers had to win if they wanted to salvage any bowl hopes. They lose this game. It was close. They had a chance there at the end. But what are your biggest takeaways initially from another loss for the Beavers?
Well, I think for me, a lot of it went back to the defense, actually, which has been a growing concern the past few weeks. This is a defense that was kind of the strong point of this team the first half of the year, and now they have a lot of areas to shore up. I thought the front seven was not getting that adequate pressure on Luke Falk. Falk had a phenomenal first debut start for him. He had 471 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, and that was a product of both his receivers and also the fact that he wasn't facing a lot of pressure, and OSU wasn't making a lot of open field tackles.
Yeah, he picked apart this whole team. A lot of open space kind of in the middle, and then some big plays down the sideline, guys getting behind the cornerbacks. So just a really great day. I kind of said in my halftime post that if you would have taken people that knew football but didn't know Oregon State and Washington State, you would have said, hey, one of these guys is the Pac-12's all-time leading passer. One of these guys is a redshirt freshman making his first collegiate start. You would have gotten that wrong based on how today went.
Yeah, no, phenomenal performance from him. He played the part perfectly. To me, he was as good, if not better, than what I've seen from Connor Holiday this season. I was on the field at the end of the game. Everyone was chanting his name. You know, he was the star of the day for them, and especially to lift up that team, given everything that they're going through. They're not playing for a bowl game. They just lost their leader, so I think it's a moral victory in a lot of ways for them.
Yeah, certainly a player to watch in the Pac-12, not just the rest of this season, but moving forward for the next several years. Now, offensively, Oregon State, again, sporadic is a word we've heard a lot from coaches, from players. Guys will do a couple of good things. Victor Bolden has come along. Jordan Villiman's come along. Sean Mannion had a good day statistically, but just not able to finish drives. They had to settle for 4 field goals. And when you're trying to keep up with Washington State, trading touchdowns for field goals, that's not really going to get the job done at all.
Exactly. They just couldn't get the right plays. When it counted at the end of the day, the stats were decent. Mannion's numbers were solid. Villiman, solid performance from him. He really looks like he's emerging as Mannion's first read, and it's kind of cool to see him develop into that #1 target for this team so quickly. But yeah, they just can't seem to get it going, and they kind of had to abandon the run because they fell behind. And when you're playing
familiar script from last week,
when you're playing a team like Washington, you gotta go through the air to keep up.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, a couple of little newsworthy nuggets. Garrett Owens was who was kicking field goals today. Trevor Romaine, the normal starter, was suspended for just the 1 game because of violation of athletic department policy. Storm Woods did not play because of an injury. He was limited later in the week in practice. Anything else that pretty much covers the newsworthy?
Riley said that now there's kind of an issue at kicker, and he's not really sure who's going to be the guy going forward there because Owens has performed so well in his opportunities. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah, no quarterback controversy here, but we might have a kicker controversy. You don't normally cover that every day. So again, we will be here, even though Oregon State losers of 4 straight, we will be here every day giving you all the coverage. For Connor Letourneau, I'm Gina Mizell. Keep it right here on OregonLive.com and every day in the Oregonian.